Welcome to the bonus episode of List Rate Rank. This week we're talking about fake bands in TV, movies, and film. Felicia, I had such a hard time that I had to create a way to determine what my top five is going to be. I didn't want to hurt feelings of fake bands by leaving them out.
I don't
So
blame you. They're very sensitive.
I have qualifiers and I have lists. Are you ready for my
I'm very ready.
lists?
Yeah.
So this is the first category I created. It's called Family Classics.
Okay.
So on this list, number 7, Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem from the Muppets. Number 6, Jem, She Is Truly Outrageous. Number 5, Hannah Montana. Number 4, The Bradys from the Brady Bunch. Number 3, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Number 2, The Partridge Family. And number 1 in Family Classics, which will go on to my ultimate top 5, is The Monkees.
Yeah, but also a real band, so probably shouldn't be in there.
The next category, we'll save that argument for the main show.
Okay. But Hannah Montana, oh man, I can't believe I did not see that in any of my research, and I totally forgot about it. It's a good one.
Thank you. This next category I call Popular and Awesome. So The Kid, which is Prince from Purple Rain. Stillwater from Almost Famous. Rex Manning from Empire Records. Rex Manning Day, it's a thing. It's a legit celebration. Every April 8th, people celebrate Rex Manning Day. Number 2, now here's going to be a story. Number 2, I would have given it to the duo from Once, the movie Once. They won a Oscar for the best original song. John Carney is the name of the writer-director who came up with this movie. Fabulous movie, great soundtrack, a story about creating music. One of my personal favorites. It's a good movie. But instead of that, I'm giving the number 2 spot that would go to John Carney's Once to Keira Knight. That's a hard name to say. Keira Knightley's character, Greta, from Begin Again, which is another John Carney movie. So he made 3 movies about fake bands: Once, Begin Again, and Sing Street. Now, Sing Street is very popular, but I find it a little pretentious about these high school kids forming a band, and all the music is kind of like meh. But the movie Begin Again is a Hollywood type film. Mark Ruffalo is in it. Keira Knightley's in it. Big name celebrities. And he had a bad experience with filming that, and it went so far as to badmouth Keira Knightley and talking about his quote is, "I'll never make a film with supermodels again." So
I think I saw that movie. Yeah, I saw that movie. There's a scene in that movie. I think Mark Ruffalo is hot. And there's a scene in that movie. I don't think he's like the best actor or anything, but he does this scene where he just looks at her in this certain way that's perfect. And I'm like, oh my God, that was so good.
Mm-hmm. You got the tingles?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good movie. It has some great stuff. And to me, just seeing the art of music being made is so entertaining and so awesome. And they do it in a very creative way in Begin Again. So that's my number 2, piggybacking the Once. And then my number 1 from this category is the Dreamettes from Dreamgirls.
Ah, okay.
The next category is movies that I absolutely love, so it influences my opinion of the fake band. Number 6 would be Marvin Berry and the Starlighters from Back to the Future. Number 5 is Robbie Hart from The Wedding Singer. Number 4 is Infant Sorrow from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Great movie, one of my favorites, like probably top 5 comedies for me. Another top comedy for me, Scott Pilgrim. So the band Sex Bomb. It was amazingly directed by Edgar Wright. Number 2, one of the most underrated opening 10 minutes of a movie, The Rocker, starring Rainn Wilson. So there's a band in there called Vesuvius that is made up by Bradley Cooper, Will Arnett, Fred Armisen, and Rainn Wilson. Tell me a bigger powerhouse of comedy in a band. And the other band in that movie is called ADD, and that's Emma Stone, Josh Gad, Rainn Wilson, and Teddy Geiger. That's an amazing thing. Other comedians appearing in that are Christina Applegate, Jeff Garland, Jane Lynch, Jason Sudeikis, John Glazer, Jane Krakowski, Howard Hessman, Dimitri Martin, and Aziz Ansari, and a cameo by Pete Best, who is the original drummer of the Beatles, who was replaced by Ringo Starr. This movie is about Rainn Wilson's character being replaced in the Vesuvius, which goes on to be a huge band. So it's poking fun at Pete Best a little bit. So that's fun. The number one in this category, which will make it to my top 5 list, is Dewey Cox from Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. Guilty pleasure movies. Here are movies that I shouldn't love, but I do. Number 7, Zack Attack from Saved by the Bell. Number 6, Pop from Music and Lyrics. That's with Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore. If you don't know about it, check it out. It's infectiously awesome. Number 5, Robin Sparkles from How I Met Your Mother. Number 4, Jessie and the Rippers from Full House. Number 3, Josie and the Pussycats from Josie and the Pussycats. Rachel Lee Cook, Rosario Dawson, and Tara Reid. How much better can you get? Number 2, Donna and the Dynamos from Mamma Mia. And number 1, which makes it to my list of top 5, The Wonders from That Thing You Do. And then the last category will be classics. This is a category with some heavy hitters. This is the heavyweight championship round. Number 5 would be John or Jack, depending on the movie that you're watching, from A Star is Born, from Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand in 1976, or Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga in 2018. Number 4, The Commitments. Number 3, The Ruttles. And if you don't know what The Ruttles is, look it up, Rutles, an amazing mockumentary spoof that was done by the Monty Python guys and some Saturday Night Live guys. It's an amazing, amazing show. Number 2, Blues Brothers. And number 1, Spinal Tap from This Is Spinal Tap. So there you go. That's how I got my top 5 list. And if you go now to listraterank.com, or if you go to wherever you find your favorite podcasts, you could find the full episode of our top fake bands from TV and film. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at listraterank, and join our Facebook community. We have a like page, and we also have a group page. So go and find us, check us out. We want to build some fun stuff here. Thanks for listening to this List Rate Rank Extra.